Hello everybody, very good day and welcome to another AviationJack video. Hope you're all doing super well. So in the last video, well it was actually a live stream, we took this aircraft, yes please.
Do you want to board crew?
No thank you. We took this aircraft from Santos Dumont Airport and took it up to Cataratas Airport with the new world update. God, what world update is it now? World up 19 I think it was. And MSFS or ASBO has also made some bespoke airports. So this is what we're flying between today. We go back to Santos Dumont Airport, which is a very short runway. So fingers crossed we can stop in time. It's going to be an auto brake max and full reverse thrust type situation. Boarding is currently commencing as we speak. As you can see, there's some passengers walking down the jetway there. They're levitating a little bit, I think, by the looks of it. Yeah. We're in the IFLY 737 MAX 8 today, which is what we took down here. Aircraft is in sort of like turnaround mode, ground power connected, just waiting for the IRSs to align. So without further ado, I'll take you straight into Valenza and you can have a look at the flight plan for today. Lovely stuff. So here we are in Valenza. We are on Vatsim. We are GOL 54 kilo, as you can see. We look at our brief here. Wrong one. This one. Cruising flight level 350 today, flight time of around 1 hour and 45 minutes altogether. And then currently 740 nautical miles the flight is. And then if we go into Rio, we're landing on runway 20 left, which is the one we actually took off from. So 20 left, and hopefully, more than likely, we'll probably vacate right at the end because it's such a long runway. So such a short runway, I meant, not a long runway. It's been a long day. We are flying real time as well, so it's like, what time is it? 5 p.m, 4 p.m. I think right now in Brazil. It's where we currently are, departing runway 33 today, which is this end, or 32 in the sim, flight level 350. No ATC on unfortunately at the moment. There might be some traffic here and there, as it's obviously new world update airport, but we'll soon find out. Anyway, let's get into the flight deck and we'll get the flight loaded. So here we are in the flight deck. As you can see, the IRSs are yet to be aligned. They are aligning, just not currently aligned. So FMC page over here, we can go to the menu page, initialize the flight. I go to the position in it. We are at Sierra Bravo Foxtrot India, and we're going to pop that in there. Route, and then Sierra Bravo Romeo Juliet in here. Flight plan request, get that one going. And while that flight plan does its request, let's do our performance and payload. I'll go to the weight and balance page, and passengers today will take a total of, let's say 140, somewhat full, somewhat not. There we go, 140. Cargo, let's take 1,500, you just do it always the same. And fuel, this is the more important bit. Total fuel today, we are taking 7307, so 7307. Taxi out fuel 143. And the trip fuel today is 3823. Set payload, set fuel, and complete. And that's all done there. Let's go down here now and upload that route. There we go. And while we wait for all this, we're going to get our APU started so we can get going pretty much straight away. All fuel pumps can also come on as well. Let's activate and execute this route. Departure, we're runway 33. And we're on the Cami to Bravo departure, which is this one. Execute that, and that is all done. IRSs have aligned literally with perfect timing. Init ref page, we're going to do reserves 1, 0 fuel weight. Cruising level 350, which is correct. And the next is the N1 limit and takeoff page. So if we now copy FMC data, make sure it's all correct. Runway 33, condition is dry, 25 degrees, QNH is correct, takeoff, flap config 5, aircon off, anti-ice off. Actually, we're going to do an aircon on departure. There we go. And this is the information that we need today. So selected temperature for the D-rate is 31. Set that in there. And we're doing... what's the show for? Takeoff 94.1. So is it this one? No. I don't know what one it is actually. That should be fine. That will do. Don't worry. Okay, so it should be 89.7, but I'm not sure how you... It's close enough to be honest. Right, takeoff then, flaps 5. The trim we're expecting is 5.34. Yep, and then the V-speeds that we have here are 37, 38 and 49. Which also is correct. Brilliant. Right, all of that is now planned. Going to set things here. So altitude was set to flight level 350. That's what we are climbing up to today for the flight back. 350. Flight director left, flight director right. We'll LNAV and VNAV. Switch this to the maximum bank and we'll set heading 330, which is our runway heading. And then the departure speed, like we just said, was 149 for V2. So V2 is 149, that's now been set. Set traffic and data. We'll set the weather radar a bit later. APU has started, generator left, generator right. And that is all good. Forward entry and the cargo doors are still open as we are still boarding. Not many passengers left to board, to be fair. We're going to switch this to Unicom down here now. There we go. 12.8 is now set. This can be switched to ILS ready for when we need to plan it later on. And 2000 on the squawk. And we're going to set it to TA only for now. Brilliant. All of that is now completely planned. So what we'll do is wait for boarding to finish. Till boarding finishes, and then we will start our pushback and departure. I have to say, run freeware airports, Gaia Simulations, and ASBO have done brilliant jobs with the ones that we've been to so far, especially Santos Dumont. It's been very, very good scenery. I do recommend flying this route as well if you want to. It's been done extremely well. I mean, you can't actually go into much with the terminals, but let's be honest, how often do we go into the terminals anyway? So yeah, it's a really, really excellent piece of scenery, and the fact it's free as well makes it even better. Can we go into the control tower? Nah, it takes you above it, but that's not you know, a bad thing. Not even go into jetway or not. But yeah, for little regional airports like this, it is a pretty good scenery, and you've got a few nice routes you can fly in and out of these airports as well. Whether it's in the TAM Airbus or the GOL 77 Max, you can do a few routes. And as I waffled on, boarding has completed. So shall we get on with pushback and departure, since we can now? So we'll open up the GSX menu, prepare for pushback and departure like so. This was all done, so we can leave that on here. We're going to want nose left today, tail right. Let's head into the cabin, and we're going to set a few lights. Take off and land. Nope, sorry, we want the white bright. There we go. And let's arm our doors. That door's now armed. That door's now armed. We'll head to the front of the cabin. This is just a bit of fun. We head to the front of the cabin, and we're going to arm these doors as well. So doors are armed, ready for departure. Have to release our parking brakes, but before we do that, we'll go to the system page, sim menu, ground support, and the chocks and the electric can be disconnected, like so. And now we can release our parking brakes. Parking brakes released. Anti-collision light on. Start engine 2 and switch it to the ground. AP breed needs to come on. Always seems to do that all of a sudden. I don't know why. Packs it off. That's all good now. That should also be on. There we go. Right, once again, wait for the engine to stop motoring and then you add in the fuel, I think. There we go. Such good sounds. Okay, back into the flight deck. We'll set our parking brakes. Start engine 1. GSX confirm.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Once again, that engine is motoring, so we'll wait for that to do its thing. Bring in that range as well. I need to fly the A350 again soon. Actually, there's been a few updates. The last time I flew it was update 1.0.2, but it's now on update 1.0.4. So they are doing pretty quick with these updates. So yeah, expect some 350 videos again soon, because it'll be interesting to see what's changed since I last flew it. For sure.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass wing removal.
Okay, let's set our lights to take off and land.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So GSX has cleared us, which is nice. It's a shame there's not more traffic on the ground here actually. Would have been good to see a few more aircraft around. Brilliant. So engines have started nicely. Wait for it to stabilise off and then we can switch our generators on. I'm going to turn on the weather radar now, just what I remember. That's all I need to do because it's all on auto anyway. So we're over to get to 477 on the other engine. That would do. Generator 1. Generator 2. APU can come off, start switches both to continuous, APU bleed off, packs auto, electric on, propeats, yaw damper, generator 1, runway turn off and taxi lights, and we're going to set flaps 5, 1, 2, nearly there, 5, and we're going to head to the cabin, and we'll go full left, check, full right, check, and full up, full down, there we go. Let me get my rudders because they're a bit far away from me. We'll check our rudders, rudder full left, rudder full right. Parking brakes are released and we're going to add a bit of thrust. And we're going to have to backtrack the end of the runway here as well. I believe there's going to be a Max update very shortly actually. Well, I say very shortly, I'm not quite sure when, but they've been updating the iFly manager ready for the new update of the 737 Max, which is very much looking forward to that, to be honest, because I want to know what they're going to change and add into it. One of my personal things I would love to see is a bit of ACARS integrated, you know, CPDLC, a few ACARS message.
Approaching 3-3.
There we go, which would be nice to see, because you don't really get it in many Boeing aircraft in the sim. You don't get it in the PMDG 73, you do in the 777, which is nice, but yeah, you don't seem to be getting it in many Boeing aircraft. A lot of the Airbus you get it in, like the A350, A320, 19, 21.
On runway 15.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we get any CPDLC added in. Okay, so the plan is to backtrack all the way to the end of 3-3. And not waste any time. Spin it to the right here. Slow down to about 10 knots, I think would be good for this turn.
Approaching 3-3.
Arm the auto thrust. We'll go straight away, 50%.
On runway 3-3.
Stable. Toga. Try to concentrate a bit more. Checked, 80 knots. climb rate, gear up. Let's try for that flight director, drifting off course a tiny bit there. Increase our range. Nice. Now we're gonna pop in the autopilot, command A. Let the autopilot fix it all. Oh, that's pretty nice. What a lovely departure. Right, what's our flap situation? Let's go flaps 2. Flaps 1. Standard pressure. Flaps up. There's the airport there. Lovely weather as well, which makes it even better. So now that can come off. Make this screen bigger. Should I switch that to TAR rate? Yes. Oh, where we go? Okay, it makes it a bit easier. We'll go direct to Camille, so we're not doing as many left and rights all the time. Well, very nice everyone. Thank you for watching this far if you have. I am going to leave it there. Hope you enjoy the rest of the flight, and I'll catch you all very, very soon. Bye bye. Well, hello everyone, welcome back to the flight deck. So I'm going to start planning for the arrival now into the lovely short runway of Santos Dumont. So let's get on with that. We're going to go down to our FMC, departure arrival. We're going to be doing the I believe is it RNAV only here? Ah, looks like it's RNAV only. Okay, so we're going to be on the ASAL 1 Charlie, and then we'll do the RNAV route. I'm not quite, we'll just have a look at the approach route quickly. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do the RNAV B arrival, which is VB is what we want. this one here, 20 left. Transition, we're doing the EVIR, this one here. So execute that. Go to legs page, pop that in here, init ref page, final landing speed, RNAV, so we have no ILS frequency today. So that is all sorted out. Let me show you all Navigraph really quick, because then I can show you what we're actually doing. So this is our arrival route in via the ASL1 Charlie, which is the green route here, all the way in. Then we're going to start the approach, the RNAV approach via EVIR, so EVIR is here. Come left, come over the island, and then back in. It's a 20 left here. Go around route is carry on straight away back to EVIR and back again, pretty much. So if I show you this one, this is where we're going to approach up to ASLU, which we're at 7,000 feet at ASLU. And then looking at this arrival chart here, we were coming in via EVIR, mandatory at 5,500 feet. I'm going to make sure we're at least 4,500 here as well. And then all the way around 200 feet on this turn. And then, yeah, the rest of that is what it is. Approach course is 200, decision altitude is 306, so we can set that in the sim as well. So that's our final thing. So 306, need to reduce that quite a bit. So 306 is set, and that's everything we need to do. Everything is pretty much done. If I just show you the plan and what we're doing, step, 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 here we go. Zoom in a bit more. So like I said, here we are via EVIR, and then straight in 200 feet in this corner, and then straight in. We've got to make sure it's like a properly precise approach because obviously there's a short runway. So yeah, but that's basically that. We're going to set our descent altitude down to 4,500 because we need to be at. Sorry, 5,500 by EVIR. So we'll set that, and then it should bring us down to that straight away. But nothing else to do, that is everything. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the flight, and I'll catch you all very shortly. Well everyone, welcome back to the flight deck. As you can see, we're just past 8,000 feet. We're about to approach 7,000 feet at ASLU, which is our altitude restriction here. After ASLU at 7,000 feet, we are going to be holding altitude for quite a while until we reach EVRY, which will be at 5,500. So we do have quite a gap to slow our speed down, which is good. We're currently going through some clouds at the moment. It's been a tiny bit turbulent on descent here, nothing too crazy though, which is alright. There's a bit of traffic, not much, like one or two aircraft. One's just gone around, which is interesting. We're going to set the correct QNH to 9904. As you can see, the speed is coming down nicely now. It is quite a long-winded approach, but it's, you know, nothing crazy. Been in the air for 1 hour and 20 minutes so far. Got an aircraft there, somewhere. Yeah, 1 hour 20 minutes in the air so far, so a lot quicker so far on this flight than it was on the way back. Auto brake I've set to max as well. So as you can see, we're going to pop in our speed brake now as speed is stabilised. We're going to reduce our MCP altitude down to 5,500. Hopefully that picks it up when we need to. Fingers crossed. I mean, at the next waypoint, need to be at, I don't know, about 7,100 still. So it's not going to start sending us until we reach this waypoint here. So we're just approaching the EVRY waypoint. So no, we've already approached the EVRY waypoint. We're now just going to Romeo Juliet 932. So meant to be at 1,500 at EVRY, which we were, and now we need to be at a minimum of 2,500 and a maximum of 4,500. So we should be able to make that 4,500 point with no issue. I think it will be alright by the time we get there. Should bring us down nicely. Speed is currently set to 200 knots. Maybe a bit slow for where we are. However, I think it's good to be more stable than not with the speed, especially when it's going to be in RNAV, where it's going to be like all manual kind of flying. I do want to take manual control a bit earlier than normal, just because it's an RNAV and I like flying RNAV approaches myself. Bit of a challenge, you know. But yeah, so far it looks pretty good. Not much traffic now around, unfortunately. It is starting to come sunset time of day, so should be a nice, pretty arrival into Santos Dumont. But so far, we're good. This approach just looks so pretty, doesn't it? I mean, look outside. It's going to be a very fun arrival. Hopefully we don't slide off the end of the runway, we make it straight away. Oh, look at those immersions. Very nice. Oh yeah, I forgot we're in MSFS 2020 and I have the immersion package. Maybe we'll get to see some nice immersion on the approach. There is something flashing in the distance over there. Could be an aircraft. Don't have in my TCAS. Or is it some kind
2500.
of yeah, that's definitely an aircraft. Okay, we're looking good. Let's get some lights on. Not that kind of light. That's better. We'll set our speed to 180 knots. Set flaps 5. There we go.
$2,500.
So you stay at 2,500 now until. Oh, actually, to be fair, it needs to come down a bit more. We're gonna do this manual flying now. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So autopilot disconnects. I now have control. Let's do this then. So I want to be down to 2,100, is it? Yeah, just here. Then 1,100 feet. A bit sooner as well. Let's now decel to 160 knots. Set flaps 10. Missed approach is 5,500. So just keep following the flight director. And final landing speed, we'll set that as well. 136 plus 5, so 141. Gear down. Flaps 15. Flaps 25. Flaps 30. And flaps 40. Make the left turn. Santos Dumont traffic, GOL 54 kilo on final runway 20 left. This plane in front of me is a bit worrying.
Santos traffic, Delta Echo, Kilo Kilo Lima, turning base, runway 20 right.
20 right, okay, good. Okay, keep following it around. Need to be at 200 feet, so we might be a tiny bit high. Thing is, I'm not really looking out the window, that's the issue. 20 left, looking good. You can see it nicely.
500.
Didn't mean to even switch to that view. There we go.
400.
4 reds, so we're just gonna
Approaching minimum.
correct that. And let's disarm the auto
300.
thrust.
Minimums.
Continue. Try and straighten up.
200. 100.
Santos Dumont traffic, Papa Tango
50,
Lima, Oscar Lima, we
40,
have the
30,
landing traffic
20.
line up and
Idle.
runway 20 left.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
Touchdown. And reverse is green, decel. I think that was a bit tough, however, on a runway this short, you don't really want to be floating it down the runway, do you? 60 knots, manual braking, reverse is stowed, and we can vacate here. However, there is a aircraft somewhere. On this runway, but I think, oh, they're not here, okay. Don't worry. Right, let's carry on. So, landing rate was -367, so yeah, quite tough to be fair. But, on like I said, on a runway that short, it's kind of a... Don't really care. Right, spoilers in, flaps up, landing lights off, runway turner flights off, APU on. That was very enjoyable. Thrust required. Not seen that before. Okay, we're going to choose one of these gates. Ooh, what's this? Gate 2? Yeah, let's choose gate 2. So GSX, gate 2. Nope. Worldwide. Taxi light off. Let's move here. I can't do this flight again, to be fair. It was a really fun flight. The arrival was a lot of fun. Very fast pace. I'd like to try and get a better landing rate next time as well. And not a slammer, but hey ho. And we'll stop it there. Parking brakes set. APU generator on, which means engine 1 and 2 cut off. Anti-collision light off. APU can come on. Electrics off. Propeller's off. They can be switched to APU gen. IRSs can come off as well. And let's request deboarding. Like so. And well everyone, there we have it. Welcome to Santos Dumont Airport. We arrived safely in the end on that very short runway. And I have to say that was a very, very enjoyable rotation. Obviously the first one was on a live stream and this one was on obviously a pre-recorded one. But overall, what an enjoyable flight that was. This is obviously the World Update 19 airports like I've mentioned. And if you want to give this flight a go, do give it a go. Let me know your landing rates as well into this airport, because that was that was scary. I was worried I was going to overrun it like straight away. We went right to the end on max auto brake as well, so made that just in time. Anyway, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next flight, whenever that will be. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your evening. See you later.